It's 2052. Gilliam ideology has taken over the world. You wake up in the capital city of Oslo in the Nordic Republic. You get up and take a 5-minute shower in your cramped, cheap, government-subsidized apartment. When you try to shower for longer, your hot water is shut off. You have some stale toaster waffles for breakfast, and then use the last of your cat food to feed your cat. You'll hear a knock at your door. Opening it, you discover the vaccination police, who say that you have not received your COVID booster vaccination yet. Recognizing that resistance is futile, you invite them in and they inoculate you. You then head back down to the polling booth via a train, which takes an hour because there are so many stops. Cars are banned, so this is the only option you have. You then take part in national legislative elections, which involve 30 parties and 20 candidates elected using instant runoff voting. You take nearly half an hour meticulously ranking all the candidates, and you leave the polling booth exhausted. Needing an energy boost, you take the train to the safe drug usage area and eat some legal edibles and snort some cocaine. You take the train back home and go for a bike ride along the river. The river has a glass shield along it to prevent anyone from littering with trash or swimming in it, and to prevent people from killing themselves. The path is paved, but crowded with bikers, pedestrians, and joggers struggling to get through. It begins to snow quite heavily once you get home. Your government-provided power soon goes out. You are starving for dinner, so you try to cook something, quickly realizing that you can't cook anything with your government-mandated electric stove. You order some pizza instead, which takes 90 minutes to arrive, since the pizza delivery company can't drive their own personal delivery vehicles, thanks to the car ban. While devouring your pizza after it arrives, the power turns back on. You then tune into the news and discover that in the Nordic elections, 25 parties are now represented in the National Assembly. While left-wing parties win a majority, you know it will take months for negotiations to finally result in a majority coalition government. You also discover on the news that the military forces of the United Nations intervened in Venezuela after Venezuelan forces massed on their neighbor's border. UN forces took preemptive action and destroyed Venezuela's military capabilities as well as its cities through bombs and missile strikes, causing them to back down. After this, you decide to go for an evening walk through the snow, which is starting to slow down. On your way, you see a biracial, gay, transgender furry couple as you walk by and wave to them. You check the mailbox and find your monthly universal basic income payment of 900 euros, which you would be happy about if this wasn't your only source of income, since you're now unemployed after a robot took away your job. You walk past the maximum security prison, which appears more like a 3-star hotel. You see a familiar face in the window. A serial killer who you saw in a news report last week spots you from the window, smiles, and waves. You notice his room is incredibly spacious and luxurious, even bigger than your own apartment. You walk past a Christian church in your town, which has a closed sign in front of it. Asking someone nearby what happened, you discover the church was closed due to decreasing attendance and excessive taxation. You feel quite lonely as you walk, though you're not the only single person walking on the streets. Most people your age have never been in a relationship or even kissed someone. You return home from your walk and go to bed on your hard, brittle mattress.